we went ahead and we made that van conversion on the budget of... Good morning, how are you doing? What were we saying? Welcome back to another one. What do you think of my tree? It's very Christmassy. Firstly, I want to go ahead and I want to say thank you to everyone. I want to say thank you to everyone. We have currently hit 200 subscribers. I'm forever grateful. I'm forever grateful that I am able to continue doing this, and there are people who want to watch along and join along on the journey. So thank you very much to you. But we are still on the hunt for 250 subscribers, and that is where our giveaway will end. So make sure you get your comments in the comment section down below to enable yourself to be eligible for a bloody entry. But this is it, man. This is the 200 subscriber special. Maybe. Who knows? But this is it. This is the breakdown of what it costs to to fit or convert a small van into an adventure camper. So let's get into it. Yes, so let's get into the cost breakdown, what it costs to convert your van into a small day camper slash adventure camper slash stealth camper slash whatever you want to do with it, mate. You could just make it into that and use it as a normal camper and just make it look sick. I think it looks sick. But yesterday I did go ahead and I took the wing mirror clean off and I dented the fuck out of all the passenger side door. So that's going to be another cost, but we're not going to be including it in this cost breakdown because that's external and I'm incredibly stupid. So let's get into what it costs to convert that. So, firstly, I went ahead and I did a lot of research regarding what I wanted from a van. I knew what I wanted in terms of the amount of seats, the engine size, the year, the mileage, the condition, the cab space, the condition of it, all of it. I knew exactly what I wanted, and from the start, I wanted a Ford Transit Connect 3-seater long wheelbase. Not potentially in white, but I got one in white. So I did go ahead and I looked at Vauxhall Vivario. I went and looked at a Citroen Berlingo. I went and had a look at a VW Caddy. There was all sorts of vans out there, but I knew which ones fit my criteria. And I went ahead and got ones which ticked all of my boxes. It did take a little while to go ahead and find, but once we found one, that was it. Signed, sealed, done deal. I haggled him down from £8,880 to £8,600 flat. From there, as soon as I signed it on that bloody dotted line, went ahead and had to pay tax. I know, paid tax on bloody everything, but had to pay vehicle tax. So that cost me an extra £330 on the spot. So at the moment, we paid £8,600 for the van, then £3,300. No, didn't pay that. £330 for the vehicle tax. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get started on what we did in the rear. In the rear, we went ahead and we stripped everything. Yep, and I'm not talking about that girl in that club that promises she loves you just to get into your wallet. No, we took everything out the back of that van. So we went ahead and stripped it, and that cost me a grand total of nothing. Just some brute fucking strength. Oh, I used to have muscle, I do promise. I look a bit small nowadays. But yeah, it took nothing but brute strength and a little bit of that, a little bit of heart, man. And I have heart to give. But we first went ahead and we assessed what the condition was. So we ripped everything up, we swept everything out, we gave it all a clean, and we needed to address the problems which lied underneath. So that was scratches, dents, nicks, all the different things that you might get from having it be a trade sort of van. I went ahead and had to address. So rust, we need to make sure there's no bloody rust, because if it goes ahead and rust, then I'm falling out the bottom, and that's not ideal. I don't want to fall out the bottom. So we went ahead and we had to go buy some rust seal. That cost me a grand total of £12 for an entire tub, to which I didn't need an entire tub. So if you know someone who's got some rust seal, save yourself 12 quid. We then went ahead and we got some sound deadening and insulation from Transporter HQ. I went ahead and I bought a pack which specifically was for my size of van. So again, it fit a Transit Connect, it fit Berlingo, it fit VW Caddy. So everything I was in there, it made sure it was fit and enough for the size of my van. That cost me £203. We then went ahead and we needed to get some wadding. So extra wadding, extra insulation, keep all that heat in. As you know from that stealth camp video, I was too bloody hot. I thought I was going to freeze. But actually, it just goes to show how much of a good job I did and good job of the product. So I went ahead and bought some wadding, extra wadding from Screwfix. I bought 2 big wads and that cost me a grand total of £55. And then you're probably going to think, Sam, what on earth are you going to sleep on? It's just at the moment, it's just a silver shell. It just looks like it's something space age, from Star Trek, from Star Wars maybe. Maybe even from bloody Tron. But we went ahead and we went and got some wood. We've got a 10mm piece of ply, courtesy of Mitch. So if I went and got that from Wix, that would have cost me around £25 to £30, I think. I don't actually know what I'm looking for on there. I'm just guessing. I'm thinking about 20, 30 quid sounds about right. But to make sure that we're not going to get any splinters or anything, oh, not nice. You know how horrible splinters are. And if you get them while you're sleeping, you're probably going to wake up and go, I've got a splinter. So I went ahead and bought some lino. Bought some lino from B&Q, and that cost me £55. No, it didn't fit. But now I can say I'm DIY certified, and I made it work. I made it work with the amount of wood we have, despite not having enough lino there. But I did it. It looks all right. You can't really see it's a botched job. I'm not a professional. It is what it is. I'm sure if you want to take a little leaf out of my book, then you can do a botched job and you just can get it done. You can just do it. But if you want to go ahead and do a professional job, you might even be able to pay someone to do it all for you, but you'll be paying a premium and you can just film it. You can make content for yourself, which is all great fun at the end of the day. So we got some lino, lined that, £55. And that's exactly what that cost. So sticking up and making sure it doesn't look so space age, we went ahead and we got some carpet. Carpet went ahead and it cost me £80. £80 from Amazon from the stretch carpet. I went ahead and got it in black. I'm pretty sure I got 8x6 or 8x8, and I've still got a little bit left, which is great. It's always good to have a little bit left, but not have enough, because then you have to go and buy more at a more expensive price than what you want to pay. So maybe buy a little bit more. And that cost me £80. I then went ahead and I got some glue. I got 6 cans in total. That's 6. That's 6. That's also 6. No. No, that's the amount of combos you can do to make 6. So yeah, I went ahead and bought 6 cans. Didn't need 6 cans. I've got 3 cans. I've got just under 3 cans sat there. But I've got 6 cans. And that cost me £15 each. Some coming from Amazon, some coming from B&Q. So £30 total spend there. We then went ahead and we needed to make it aesthetic. You don't want to just sit in a black back of the van. Ugh, boring. That's going to be incredibly dark and dreary. So we went ahead and we got the wood panels off and we went and painted them a lovely green colour. To which those 2 little pots cost me £6 each. Very expensive for a pot of paint that size. But when you don't need a massive one, you're going to struggle and you're going to get yourself 2 little ones. So that cost me £12 for the 2. I went ahead and I got some little tiny mirrors again, to which I absolutely sent off when I crashed into a pole yesterday. So left one's fucked along with the door. But the right one's absolutely okay, and they cost me £6 each, so that's £12 total. We then needed to make sure it was mood lit. LEDs around the perimeter of the wood. Make it look sick, make it look nice, make it look trim. Oh no, you know, mate, you know, if you get a girl in the back of that, not that you would, not that I would, all right? I'm a happily married man. Well, I'm not married. But I'm in a happy relationship to the point where I don't need to go out and be pulling. Not that you'll probably even pull. You can go, yeah, do you want to come back to the back of my van? Like, just doesn't work. Don't do it. But nevertheless, if you want to impress your friends with some bright, colourful lights, LED light strips cost me £15 from Amazon. Put that around the perimeter of the wood, and it's nice and lovely and mood lit when I don't want the incredibly bright lights from above shining down on my eyes late at night, which leads me into the roof lights. The roof lights went ahead and they cost me a further £15. Yep, they cost me a further £15 to make sure it was lit. Obviously, I had the small little light, which was up, which emits light into the cab. But once you lock it, it goes pitch black. And then I'm not sitting there with my phone torch out looking like a dickhead. Right? I'm going to make sure that I've got some light emitting from the ceiling. So I went ahead and I got some roof lights and I fitted them. And I think they look all right. Again, not the most professional job, but I'm not professional. I'm an amateur. A bloody good amateur. So yeah, from there, we got to think of sleeping situations. We've got to think of electricity situations. So I did not pay for these now, but I have paid for these in the past. I have got an external small battery, which I paid around £115 for. Didn't directly pay for it here, but you will need to pay for some sort of external electricity while you are in the back of the van. And this does me absolutely just fine. So this paid £115 for that. You're also going to think of what you're going to do for a sleeping situation, Sam. You haven't got a bed. You haven't got anywhere to sleep on. You're going to sleep on wood. Oh yeah, you're going to sleep on wood? No. I went ahead and I bought myself, tell a lie, didn't buy myself it. My partner went ahead and got me an early Christmas present of a fishing bed. The one exactly what I wanted for. It is a Westlake fishing bed, and that run me £90. And that is a drop up, drop down, put it to the side, take it out completely if I want to use it as a van. So that's exactly what I've gone ahead and used this van for. I want to make sure it's versatile enough where I can put a bed in there and I can sleep, and I can also fold away and use the cab space as needed. So if I've got 2 bikes to put in there, I can bloody fit 2 bikes in there. There's not a piss in bed in the way all the time. So, we are now at a grand total of, once I've typed it all into the calculator and figured out what the grand total is. We are at the grand total of completing everything, including van, including tax, not including insurance, because that's paid for monthly, so that absolutely doesn't matter. We're at a grand total of £9,651. If you want to get rid of what it costs for the van and the insurance and all that sort of shit, we went ahead and we made that van conversion on the budget of £721. That's exactly what it's cost me to go ahead and convert that. And from now, I can be going out on adventures, on walks, wherever I bloody well please. I can maybe even put a small sofa in the back. I'm not gonna, but I can. I can move the bed and I can utilise it as a van still. So £721 it cost me to convert that van. Just goes to show, if you want to go ahead and do it, you can indeed do it on a budget. You don't have to go ahead and spend loads and loads and loads to go ahead and get out on your adventures. I knew from months ago I wanted to go out and I wanted to do more, be more and see more, and I needed a vehicle which will be able to enable me to do that. So I went and bought a van. I went and converted it. And I converted it on a budget of £721. And that is the breakdown. That is exactly what it's going to cost you, or potentially cost you, to go ahead and convert that. Some bits you need, some bits you don't need. We'll probably figure out in the near future of extras that I will need. But as of current, £721 is what it's going to cost me to get out on a weekend and be safe, sheltered, warm, with electricity, so with charging, with all the bells and whistles, with light, with mood light and comfort. So that is absolutely it. So you can indeed do it on a budget of less than £1,000. So thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe and share. Make sure you stick about and make sure there's going to be more adventure videos from me. More stealth camp videos coming in the near future. Don't you worry. And I'll bid you adieu. Don't forget, giveaway at 250 subscribers. Make sure you leave a comment in the comment box below. If you've got a place you think I should go to on a stealth camp, leave it in the comments below. I will do it. Probably, maybe. But thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much for 200 subscribers. Take care. Today's been the 18th of December, 2024. And I'll see you later.